Okay, so we have a couple of Memphis projects. This is, I don't know, whatever, M something, whatever. I really have always hated Memphis's nomenclature. It's dumb. Just name your shit real stuff. Anyways, this one broke during shipping, so this is part of their modular system. This is a 4-hole system. They also have a 3-hole system, which is, you guys have seen these in the background a lot. So the client also sent a 15-inch version, which is basically the same motor. It's a different version. One has a chrome back, this one has a black zinc back. I've already unbolted these. This one's a little different. This one, Memphis decided to actually thread standard M6 holes in 3 spots and then use 3 bolts. In this case, they actually used, you know what, I better go back and check these threads, because the bolts that they put in there were standard. I think it was a 5/16 by, I want to say a 16 thread, but that's probably it. It was kind of a coarse thread. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, that's definitely a coarse thread. So anyways, what I did was, let's see, this is the 3-hole one. I went ahead and just, we're going to convert both of them to 12s. And what I did was, since this one was already laid out in the standard 5-inch hole pattern, is I just went ahead and tapped 3 of the holes where I'm going to thread the bolts up. The bolts won't really hold it. I mean, they will, but it's more for cosmetic, and also just because they're there, you might as well use them, because otherwise they collect and I don't need them. But these are going to be some really beefy 12s. The other one, let's see, we did, yeah, I threaded those as well. This one turned out to be a metric. It was an M8 by 1.25. And that one uses 4 bolts. And that one will rely solely on the bolts. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and thread them, and then put some Chinese thread lock, which is just CA glue, on the threads on the top side here. And as I always do, I always remove these stupid things. I don't know why. I think long time ago, it's like it's like whenever you open up an enclosure and there's stuffing inside, they've already scientifically proven that it doesn't do anything. It's a closed system. It can't do anything. And I'm sorry, I don't have the scientific proof where they debunked it in an issue of Speaker Builder magazine from the 90s, but they have, and it's in a closed system. But the problem is that if you're a user and you open that up and you don't see the stuffing, you feel, cheated. And so they continue to put stuffing inside a speaker box because people demand it. It's the dumbest thing in the world. This is also one of the dumb things in speaker building, is they put this grill in here to somehow keep debris out of the gap. This gap is so powerful. It is not delicate in any sense of the word. And so a little piece of debris getting in there is not going to stop it. Especially sand gets right through that thing. So it's also, why are you taking your subs to the beach? Whatever. So, but I always remove those just so that airflow is not restricted. You want this area right here where the coil is to be as vented as possible, which is one of the reasons why I went out of my way to order these from China, which is a pre-vented version. It's a different part number, but it's modeled after the standard Brazilian 689 frame. 689 style shows up as a 6-spoke as an 18, and then the 4-spoke as a 8, 10, and 12. Oh, and 15. So this version just happens to be vented here. It's within the injection die. So you can see it's an injection mold that has the eject spots, the little pins that poke out after it's cooled inside the die. But anyways, this is the great frame that I like. There's a lot of other benefits. Like I don't want to bore you with some goofy stuff that I'm interested in, but this guy is going to hook up a Tango 1000 from Rockford. Sorry, that's Grimes in the background. But basically, they're going to be two badass 12s. I do kind of want to put spacers on them, but Because of that dumb bolting system, I think I'm just going to stick to just keeping them flat. And they will still be removable, but you don't really want to remove them. So, but that's the Memphis projects that I'm doing right now. So.